Bro, this shit is conflicted as fuck. It's berries, bananas, mangoes, and then zucchini and kale, and then protein powder, oat milk, and water. I was doing way too much. I went on like a 2-week fucking soda binge. I stopped drinking soda in like 8th grade. And then for some reason in like April, I went like 3 sodas a day.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. That shit is hella addicting. Dude, you know what's hella crazy? All right, so full disclosure and shit, like when I was younger, I did hella drugs, bro. I've done literally every drug. But that was the first time I think I ever really like understood addiction.
With the soda.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude, I've already drank 2 Cokes, but fuck it, dude. And then I would be like craving it, but like more than craving, I would be like needing it. Yeah, but when you haven't had sugar in your body for a minute, you definitely like feel the effects when you put a little bit in.
What drugs have you tried?
Everything, dude. Everything from like acid, shrooms, ecstasy, and then like the darker side of the world, which are like I really am not proud to mention, but like coke, even like tried heroin, which was gnarly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. And then like pharmaceuticals, like all the fucking lean and Vicodins and Xanax. And
Yeah, have you ever gotten addicted?
honestly, as crazy as it sounds, no. I could drink or I could not drink. Like I could smoke or I could not smoke, or I could take this acid or I could.
So it was always just like, if you just decided you didn't want to, you could easily just be like, no.
Yeah, exactly. But then there was definitely like this one summer, not proud to talk about this shit, but whatever, like I did coke like every day for like a couple weeks, or like a week or two. Yeah. I even like started smoking cigarettes and shit, which I didn't do. And like and then maybe a little bit with the heroin, like, because again, that was just like a part of a summer that I was just with the wrong people.
Yeah.
That girl that I was doing that shit with,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like went on to just be a junkie for a long time.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit,
like
yeah.
I don't know if that's fucking insulting to
No,
anybody.
no.
Like but she, used that shit and like I don't think she turned out that great. I've got like, dude, one of my really close friends that I lived with in San Francisco. Fuck, dude, like last time I saw him was walking down the street downtown and he was sitting on the curb smoking meth.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, dude.
And you just ran into him?
Just ran into him. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And he was like, and he was incoherent. He was talking about aliens and all types of shit. And but he recognized me and he was like, oh, you're just gonna watch me. I was like, give me the pipe, bro. Like, just come on, just give it to me. He wouldn't give it to me. I was like, all right, dude, I'll be right back. I got him like a Subway sandwich and brought him a sleeping bag. And I was like, dude, come on, bro, you're better than this.
Yeah.
That's all you could do, you know what I mean? One of my best friends OD'd in 2018, was it? Or 2019? He OD'd on well, he was smoking Oxycontin, but it was actually fentanyl.
Oh,
and I fucking found him. Me and my other friend, no one could get a hold of him for like 2 days, and me and my other friend broke into his house and fucking kicked his door down and found him in bed, dead. Fucking sad. But it is, no, I mean, I'm not trying to get,
No,
you asked, so
Yeah,
to answer your question, yeah, definitely know like quite a few people that I partook in, drug use with that didn't end up, where I ended up.
What do you think separates the people who turn out fine and the people who don't?
That's a hard question. I don't know if there's like ever one answer, but I definitely think like in my case, it was a testament to my discipline and like just self-control.
It's purely just, you just gotta win those little battles.
100%.
Every time.
It's the same muscle I use to like get up and work out every day, or to like not eat shitty food when I'm like on top of my diet, of course. Like it's the same muscle. For a lot of people, it seems to be a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And so some people like need it, or I guess feel like they need it, eating that ice cream and all that sugar. Like you need it, like
It just changes how you're wired.
Exactly.
And it's like everyone is at a different place in terms of what they need to kind of boost their mood or boost their dopamine levels, People have different levels of how addicted they are to their phone.
Well, at least me, like I don't ever want to be out of control of my mind or body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't drink caffeine. except for that 2-week binge that I went on.
Yeah,
I don't drink soda. I don't drink coffee. I won't even touch yerba mate. I really only drink tea if it's caffeine free. I don't fuck with caffeine. I don't drink alcohol. On occasion I will if it's a special occasion. I feel like maybe I spent so much time out of control of my mind and body that like now I have this like anxiety that is attached
It's like the
to
second you touch something that could, you know, mess with your brain, you see it. You know when something's kind of getting you too into it, and it's just like, all right, let me put that down.
And you know what did it for me?
What?
5-hour energy.
That's really what got you.
Yeah, let me tell you this short story, bro. It wasn't the drugs. It wasn't any drugs, but it was, okay, so X amount of years ago, I went and I had a job interview at a Jamba Juice. For whatever reason, they were having a 5-hour energy promo. So they had like just a bunch of free 5-hour energies. At this time, I was like used to drinking Red Bulls and shit like that. I had no idea what 5-hour energy was. And I hadn't eaten anything that day. So like I sit down for this interview and I'm just like sipping a 5-hour energy. And then I start sipping another one. And then I take like 2 or 3 home with me and I like chug one. And then by the time I get back home, I go to my neighbor's house. He was growing weed in his house. And I'm sitting there just like trimming weed, like hella focused, laser sharp focused. And I'm just getting lost in the process because it's a super tedious process, just snipping these little leaves off the weed. And then at one point, I just like put it down to take a break. And it just smacked me in the face. I felt like I was on fucking ecstasy, bro. And I was just like, and I didn't want to be on ecstasy. And so I was just like, I go outside and I'm just out of my mind, wired, like anxious. And I'm just like, shit's moving and I'm just smacked off this caffeine. And literally it felt like I was on drugs. And then I like went to my brother's football game and I was like trying to like remain calm. And I was just like sitting in the stands feeling like I was on drugs. And then like I didn't come down until like later that night. And then I was like, dude, I'm never touching caffeine again. So that's what did it for me, 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy.
Yeah.
Crazy.